Hey, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, and this is In My Own World Tarot. And this is the next 48 reading for all signs, Aries to Pisces. This reading is going to be focused on the full moon in Capricorn. When we talk about, full moon in Cancer, the opposite energy of Cancer is Capricorn, because we just had a new moon in Capricorn. My bad. But when you talk about the full moon in Cancer, it's talk about releasing of emotions, old wounds, and realizing where you were still had a blockage and releasing that back into the universe, releasing it, letting God take care of it. As I woke up this morning, the full moon actually peaked at I believe 1:48 a.m. and I was woken up today to rain. And rain, what you don't know, and in every spiritual, religious, whatever, whoever you want to call it, archangel, whoever, whatever, Orisha, Oya, whatever, when it rains, that is God clearing the sorrow and pain, and it's a rebirth process, making it anew. And then when you talk about the energy of Cancer along with the age of Aquarius, that is the energy of the mother. So a lot of you who tune into my channel, you are a parent, you may be a mother. And this may offend you what I'm about to say, but I want you to understand, I want you to hear me. A lot of you are releasing the I don't know. That I don't know why my child acts up. I don't know why my child talks back to me. You're releasing that, and you're understanding why your child is acting in a certain way because of certain action that you did, of what you showed your child. Because you got to remember, us as mothers and as parents, we tell our kids the morals and everything, how we want them to live, to say yes ma'am and teach them to be respectful. But we got to also remember them crumb snatchers watching us. So we can teach them, yeah, they're going to be respectful and hold open the door, but they still watching with how you let other people disrespect you. And sometimes it affects your child in a good way, to where they refuse to be like those men that treated you like that. And they want to be a better man because they want to show mommy how a man's supposed to treat them. And sometimes they end up just like them niggas. They do. And your daughters, sometimes they make sure that, they don't want to end up nothing like you. They don't want to go through bad relationships. So they stay to themselves. They get their study on. They make sure, they listen to you. And make sure that they take the lessons so they don't end up in those abusive relationships and having a man run them, and then you get them real successful daughters as women. But then sometimes you get the daughters who become a hoe just like you, because that's what they saw. Even though they respectful still, they know their yes ma'am, yes sir, may I, and all that. Yeah, they know how to speak and they know how to carry themselves accordingly, but they still end up going down certain paths because of what they see us do. We can tell our kids so much, but it's what they see us do. And a lot of you are realizing that, you starting to understand why my child is disrespectful, why my child doesn't clean their room when I say this, and why my child look at me crazy because I got this nigga in my life that I allowed cheat on me, and I allowed to come back over and over and over again. And then I'm wondering why my child is acting up, because you're showing your child that you don't deserve to be respected. Somebody is opening their eyes to seeing this. And I don't mean to offend you, because we've all done it. Especially if you are guided to a spiritualist, you're guided to tarot. We've all did some dumb shit. I remember after I broke up, and I got to share the story with y'all so you can understand where I'm coming from. When I broke up with my son's father, we was together for 5 years. 3 before I had my son. 2 after I had my son. And the relationship, it changed because some people can't handle. When I became a mother, I didn't know how I was going to mother. I didn't know. I didn't know that when my son came out, all my instinct and energy was going straight to him. I was no longer my son's father's fiance. I was a mom. All my energy went to this child, and I neglected the relationship because my focus was on my child, raising this child, making sure he was okay. And he couldn't handle that because his son's father felt I was neglecting the relationship. I was paying him no attention. I was learning how to become a mother. He was still used to another version of me without this child that we created together. So the relationship, it didn't work. It couldn't work because we were on 2 different pages. I was becoming a mother. He was used to the old version of me, and we could not catch up to each other. I'm not going to say it's his fault or my fault. But what I'm saying is that you have to have, when you have children, you change. Some people change for the better, some people change for the worse. I changed to a helicopter fucking mom. Like, if you know me personally, I'm all about my kid. And so that happened. So the next relationship I had, I was like, man, I'm gonna be, make sure that I'm paying attention to my dude and this, and that, and da da da. I was in the worst abusive relationship ever. This man was beating my ass, bro. Taking my car when I was going to work, not working, selling dope. I remember one time he had my son drink like 2 or 3 bottles of water because he had to take a piss test and need to use my son's pee. It was crazy, but it only lasted for 6 months, and I had to catch it. I caught it one day, and I was like, dude. And because he didn't hit me like in front of my son. So I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's just, it's private. Because, that's what I seen growing up. I never really seen my parents argue. It was private. So I'm like, okay, if it's private, it's not going to affect me. But it does affect your child because they can hear you. They can hear. They can see you unhappy. And so one day I was leaving to go to work. I was about to take my son to school. Me and my son was leaving. And I grabbed my keys to go. It's my car. Motherfucker, I paid a note. And he was like, where are you going? He's like, oh, let me drop you off. I was like, no, thank you. Because I had it up to here. Because we had moved, I never forget, we had moved into this apartment, was about to move. And I told him, I said, oh, you need to go meet up with the landlord to give him the deposit and the rent. My money, of course. This nigga took that money order, cashed it, and only gave the landlord half of it and went to go buy some type of half drug or something. I don't know what it was, half a cookie or something like that to resell. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get your money back. I'm like, nigga, you just messed up my livelihood and my place to live for some shit you want to, for some maybe shit that I don't even think he sold it. And then he sent me a picture and it's all half the cookie all cracked up and flushes it down the toilet. You were supposed to sell that. If you gonna do y'all, it was crazy. This was years ago. And so I'm leaving because I already, in my mind, I'm a Gemini, so y'all don't even know. In my mind, I had already found a new place. I was finna go. I talked to the landlord, had got my money back and everything. I was finna go. I had went downtown, filed for eviction to get him the fuck out my house. I had already did all that. So I'm finna go because when I was leaving for work that day, I wasn't coming back there. And so I was getting in my car. I grabbed my keys. I'm walking to my car, walking my baby to my car. At the time, he was walking, but he was still little enough. I used to carry him a lot. And I said, okay. So I strapped him in the car seat. And then I go back inside. I forget what I forgot. I think it was like my lunch or something. And he was like, where are you going? I said, I'm going to work. I'm taking my son to daycare or whatever. He's like, oh, let me go with you. I said, no, that's okay. I got it. I don't need you to come with us. And he was like, what? He said, he said, you don't trust me or something? He said, what's going on? And I could just tell he was high. His eyes was dilated and all this stuff. And like, oh my God. And I was like, man. And then it just came out of me. And I was like, man, nigga, fuck you. And he was like, what? And I said, nigga, fuck you. And I remember who I was in that moment. Like, it took so much. I was only with this man for 6 months. Moved in with him fast and everything like that. But I remember who I was. I said, nigga, fuck you. And he was like, excuse me. And then, bam, popped me in my jaw. I was like, I know, hell nah. And I don't know what happened, but we was wrestling and tussling in that bitch. And somehow, Christian got out his car seat and ended up at the front door. And the front door was right next to the kitchen of that place. And he saw that man boom my head on the counter. And I just picked up, I don't know, I think it was like a glass bottle, just pop. And I hit it. I was like, motherfucker. Like, when I seen my son, tears, like the shock on his face from somebody hitting his mom, I said, never again. Never again. Until this day, Christian, I can't even say that man's name in my home or in the presence of my son. I can't. I cannot. Because he was like, mommy, what? Like, he asks me now, he's 12. This happened when he was like 3. He's 12. 9 years ago. This nigga remembers that vividly. And he was like, Mom, what was wrong with him? Like, why did you even let someone do that? Why did you let somebody around us? And I was like, you know what? I will never let somebody around us again that will harm me, harm you, or make you feel scared. And that changed his life forever. I don't know how he's going to be as an adult, but I can see the man he's becoming. Like, he's very protective of me. Like, it's crazy. And any woman he's around, like, he refuses to be a disrespectful man. But I always think about, what if I stayed? What if the next relationship I went in, I did the same shit? What if I continue to chase the man? What would my son be like now? Would he be a disrespectful person? Would he be disrespecting me? Will he be talking to me all crazy? Will he back talk me because he seen this man pop me in my motherfucking mouth? It could have went a totally different way. So I say that to say this to you. If you are in a relationship where you constantly calling this motherfucker, you constantly chasing this man ain't doing you right, and you got kids, boys or girls, leave that motherfucker alone. Because you don't ever want to wonder, was it the cause of my stupid ass actions that made my child disrespect me? That made my child go out and be promiscuous? That made my child think that he was some pimp? That made my child think that it's okay to hit other women? Was it because of what my child saw with me? Is it me? And a lot of you are releasing that. And the answer, I'm going to be honest, the answer some of y'all is yes. Yes, that's why your child is out there smoking weed. Yes, that's why your child is disrespecting you. Yes, that's why your child's running away, because of what they see, not what you tell. Oh, I taught my child this. You can teach your child whatever the fuck you want to. Kids are sponges, man. And I'm saying this as from a mom. I can teach my son whatever the fuck I want to teach him. I can teach him how to fry chicken, how to make macaroni and cheese. If this nigga want to put barbecue sauce, ketchup on his shit, that's what the fuck they gonna do. Because they seen, oh, this is the healthy way to do it. I'm gonna teach you the healthy way. But shit, if you eating, that's like, oh, this is the healthy way to eat. You gotta eat salads and this and that. You tell your child that's the healthy way to eat. But if they see you eating french fries and hamburgers, they gonna want french fries and hamburgers. You can say what all the fuck you want to say. Let's be for real, y'all. Come on. Be for real. Stop act. And a lot of you are releasing that. I don't know why my child's acting like that. I don't know why my child talks back to me. You're going to be releasing that today. Because you know. Stop acting stupid. You know. Because of what they see. Because of what they see. And it's going to be the best thing that you could do for you and that you can do for your kids. Is release that shit. Release that man finally. Release, be like, man, it's like a woman who always, every time they man call you, jump up. You jump up and you run through the beck and call. But if your child asks you to do something, you tell them they gotta wait. Oh, you gotta wait to eat. But your child just seen you jump up and make this nigga pancakes 3 o'clock in the morning. But your child gotta wait all motherfucking day for you to cook some fucking noodles? What? And you don't understand why your child is disrespectful and they talking back to you? Bitch. I should slap the shit out of you. Like, are you serious? You gonna be releasing that today. Somebody need to hear. I'm sorry, and I hate to be like that, but somebody need to hear that. You don't understand. Oh, my child disrespectful. They look, they acting all crazy, this and that, running away and this and that. They seen you waking up and going on dope runs for this nigga at 3 o'clock in the morning, but they ask you for some noodles. You can't get your ass up and do it. You can't stop what you doing right now, but you can stop what you doing for this nigga. Bitch. But you don't know why your child is acting like that. Come on, man. Stop it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're going to be releasing that today. Open your eyes. God didn't let it rain for you to open your eyes and see clear. You know why. I had to disassociate myself from and a lot of women don't know this. A lot of people, I disassociate. I have a strong thing about parenting because I don't know, the instinct in me when I had my son is like, I don't even play about my kid. And if you play about your kid, I distance myself from you. I really don't say nothing because it's not my job to teach anybody how to parent their kids. That's your child. But I will distance myself and I will distance my child from your kids because of how, you're raising your kid to be respectful, whatever, and they come over my house, they respectful. Well, when I see how you treat them and how they treat you, and my son is seeing that. No, bitch. Oh, why can't Christian spend the night? Motherfucker. Yeah, your kid come over here, but my son can't come over there. You understand me? It's that type shit. It's that serious for me. Like, people don't understand how deep that shit is. Some mothers actually care and like their kids and want their kids to be successful. Some mothers, you got to understand, a lot of you need to release the bitterness because you're not with the father, or father, you need to release the bitterness of not being a motherfucking a dad to your kid because you ain't with the mama no more. What that got to do with the child? Not a motherfucking thing. When you become a parent, that's a selfless act. I had to tell this to somebody because people don't understand. You come to tarot, worried about these niggas, worried about this girl, what they cheating or this and that. What about your babies? What about your kids? I don't give a fuck how long this video is. I know I've been going for about 15 minutes. So what? But you want love. And it's nice. And you know what? To those who want love in the right way, because you want to show your child what love is like, to be loved right, it ain't chasing nobody. It's not being cheated on. It's not living in the past of why somebody cheated on you if they're going to return. When that person was there, how did they treat you? Not only how did they treat you, how did they treat your kids? Because it's not just you no more, parents. And I think a lot of us forget that. I'm going to say us. We forget that. We all have moments. Shit, I did. I had a relationship like that. Not only I was abused, my son was like damn near neglected. Yes, I was still feeding him. I was making sure he was okay. Like, I had him in the bed, like sleeping under me, because at a point I got so scared I would have my son sleeping with me. And I didn't know, I thought I had no way out. And I understand that. So please hear me when I say, I understand when you feel like you have no way out, that you don't know what else. But today, of any days, release that shit, because you know there is a way out. I was fortunate enough that when I was leaving, I had a job, and I always had my financial discipline mindset to, okay, put this money aside, this and that. My mama taught me that at a very young age. Always have your own account that don't nobody know about. I'm like that to this day. Listen, always have somebody that don't nobody know you got. Don't even talk about the shit. Don't talk about what bank it's at. Nothing. Put on like a little prepaid card. It ain't got to be the Walmart. And if people gonna look, they gonna look at your wallet. It's gonna look like a coupon card or something. But that motherfucker right there, that bitch right there is supposed to have some bands on that bitch. You hear me? That's why me and my son ain't never been homeless. We never been without a car. My mama taught me that at a very young age. Always have your shit somewhere that nobody know about. Your kids don't even know that money exists until it's that time and you feel like you get sick or something. You gotta let your kid know, the one that you trust know, hey, anything happen, and here the pin. I'm my mama's child that know that shit. The rest of my brothers and stuff, they don't know. They watching this video, they know now, but they still don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have no idea. I know. They don't know. My son, he know. You motherfuckers would never know. You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to have that. I don't care who you are. I don't care how trusting your relationship is. I don't give a fuck how long you've been with this person. Have that shit. Because you never know. And it's not that you don't trust someone. And it's not that you keeping the blockage up. Bitch, it's you. You got to protect you at all costs. When you cry, when you hurt, when you get constipated, who's sitting on the toilet? You. Your spouse ain't in there, and if they in there, they just come to ask you something, they leave. But the release of the vow is from you. You got to release that, okay? So I had to tell that to somebody because I'm so sick of that shit. And if you're not releasing that, oh, I don't know, spirit off of you, I don't know why this is happening, why that happened, I'm telling you to tell you, do that shit. Because you see it and it's time to let the shit fucking go. And I'm not saying blame yourself. I'm saying release. Release it. So you can heal it. So you can start a brand new. So your child don't relive these cycles. And they don't create cycles. Because a lot of us think, oh, I'm breaking generational curses. But you can also start them too. You can also start generational curses too. Everybody want to break a generational curse, not realizing you're starting one as well. Yeah, you can do that. And you are doing that. Release that shit so you can stop. Release it. Release it. All right? I think that's the reading. I'm going to pull a card. I ain't going Aries to Pisces. That's the reading. I don't always need these fucking cards. This shit is deeper than that. It's a divination. It's an intuitive. It ain't all you got to be about these motherfucking cards. Those of you who watch tarot always waiting for somebody to pull out a motherfucking card. Where's your spirit? Where's your soul? You say you're spiritual. You believe in a higher power. Believe in sometimes you need to believe in some shit that you cannot see. You say you believe in it. You believe in shit that you cannot see. Why you always got to see a motherfucking card being flipped? I don't get that. I don't understand. I gotta see a card being flipped. But you believe in shit that you can't see. But you be, oh, I gotta fast forward. I gotta fast forward to Virgo. I gotta fast forward to Sag. I gotta fast forward. But then you waiting for the card to be pulled out. A lot of you guys, a lot of these readers who are so, shout out to all the readers that really take this seriously. They so in tune with the divine, y'all missed the whole motherfucking message because y'all waiting for a card to be flipped. This is one lady I ran across. This bitch is a motherfucking G, bro. And she may pull 3 cards. Divine Soul Sick, I think her name is. I love it. And people be just waiting for cards to be pulled. I'm like, you missing the message. You ain't listening. You ain't for a show. And that's the problem. And it's time for y'all to release that. Release waiting for the show or being a show. And what I mean is trying to be that figure everybody wants to see. Trying to have that perfect hourglass. Trying to have that nice house. Trying to have stacks in the bank. But your kids acting running a motherfucking muck. You ain't happy in this relationship. This nigga keep giving you an STD every other fucking month. But you happy. Because you got stacks. You happy. Because you slim in the waist and thick in the ass. But you happy. No, bitch, you are freaking depressed, ma'am. You are. You institutionalizing your own damn mind, and you may never been to prison. Great God in heaven, please allow me to talk to the energy of the collective. Any messages that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading. Protect their energy as well. Please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you. Amen and ashe. I ain't doing Aries to Pisces if you ain't caught on by now. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to see what the energy's at. See if this release that you do. A lot of y'all releasing that anxiety. Y'all releasing stereotypes is what I'm feeling. Releasing to need to want to be what you think society wants you to be. And who the fuck are you? You're releasing like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be like that. You don't even know. How are you supposed to be something when you don't even know who you are? That's like going to cook dinner and you ain't got all the ingredients. But you want to cook certain synchronicities. You want to cook spaghetti, but all you got in your house is ketchup. How you supposed to do that? You want to be the next Nicki Minaj, but your ass won't wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, put out flyers, advertise your business. You want to have the baddest body on the world, but your ass, you want to be all like, oh, I'm the finest thing walking, but you don't have a place to stay. You can't bring in a consistent income, but you want to be body goals because it's what the look is, but you can't even live on your own. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get a lease or something in your own name. You got to forge paperwork and do all this other bullshit. But you got to have the baddest body out there because you want to be seen. Bitch, let that shit go. Worry about your stability. Worry about your home. Worry about what your kids going to say. Worry about what your kids going to see. Because what you teaching your kids, hey, as long as your body together, as long as everybody think that you got it together, you going to be straight. No, motherfucker. That's why you sitting there with that nice ass body and your kids over there eating motherfucking packs of noodles. That's a problem. That's a problem. Am I the best mother? No. However, I am not the perfect mom, person. No, I am not. I have made my motherfucking mistake. Yes, I have. But owning up to them, owning up to your mistakes, saying, yes, this has happened, learning from them, growing from them is how you ascend. And you're always going to be a sin. But you got to remember to cut out the delusion. Oh, I'm ascending. I'm growing. I'm putting out these motivational posts on Facebook, so I know I'm growing. You growing because everybody's seeing and give you a like button that show that you're growing. No, bitch, you are disappearing. You are putting on stunts and shows. Is what you're doing. Release putting on stunts and shows. Go ghost for a while. Go ghost for a while. Do you still get that same energy that you feel as you're growing? Do you still feel the same way with all the likes? Do you still feel the same way? When you don't post daily, when you don't say, oh, this, and that daily, oh, I helped this person. Do you still feel the same way about yourself? Try it. I want you to go goes for 30 days. Don't post shit. Don't worry about your social media account. Don't worry about the likes that you get. Don't post a motherfucking thing. And if you still feel the same, kudos. But if you start feeling like who am I without this? Who am I without posting on social media? Who am I without somebody saying, girl, I see you changing. Who are you without the recognition? And you start questioning that, and you start actually doing the change that you preach about every motherfucking day or every post you put, holla at me. And let's talk. Let's talk healing for real. Let's talk the next steps. But don't be booking readings with me worrying about a nigga and worry about why he don't love you and all this shit when you don't even love yourself. Release that shit today. Release. That's why I closed down for Mercury retrograde, because I don't want to hear the shit. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta protect my energy because I'm tired of the bullshit. And I hate to come at y'all. I gotta come at y'all real. No, nobody come at you real. I know my regular clients are the ones who watch these collective and all, so I gotta come at y'all real. I'm tired of the bullshit, for real. I'm protecting my energy because I don't want to hear the shit. I don't. Y'all not ready. Some people are really not ready to heal. They think they are, but they're not. They're not. And I'm not going to be the one to keep telling you what it is that is happening, what it is that this man is doing. Should you get it? I'm not going to keep putting my energy out there for y'all to run it over and misuse that shit. No. I've came too far in my growth, in my life, to keep reliving the same situation with y'all asses. So I'm taking a break. If you go find another reader, that's on you. That just shows your disloyalty to yourself and to the growth and to the process. Do as you so please. Give a fuck. What I care about is I'm not going to keep wasting my energy, pulling in your energy to see what we can unblock, to see what we can fix, that for you to turn around and book a reading next month and doing the same shit all over again. No, bitch. No. I can't do it. Sorry. Synchronicities, adventure, domestic harmony. Y'all gonna go cook something new. A lot of you may be trying a new recipe or something today. That's what's coming out as well. Once you release all of this pain, a lot of y'all gonna sit in the corner and cry. A lot of y'all ain't gonna want to get out of bed, but you're releasing all that. You're gonna get out of bed. You're gonna get up. You're gonna cook, and you're gonna make your house a home, and realize that that's your shit. And anybody that come into your shit trying to run your shit need to go, especially if they don't contribute. And if they don't treat your kids accordingly. Oh, well, he buy Jordan for the babies. Bitch, did he sit down and help him with his homework? No. Oh, man, he bought him some Jordans or something, but he came over at 3 o'clock in the morning, bitch. The baby was asleep. Come on. Some of you know her. The reason why I broke up with my ex is because Christian didn't like him. That's why I broke up. That's why I will not deal with him. My son don't like you. My son thinks you are ignorant. He don't understand you. Not the abusive one, but this was the ex after that. And I loved him. We had great chemistry, yes. Great father to his child. But you weren't one to mine. And that's important too. For those of you who are single, who are parents or whatever, you dating out there, yeah, they're a great father to date, kid. But when you get together with somebody, it's y'all kids. No. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Girl, you shouldn't, whatever. If you fucking that man and you got a baby, the daddy not around, even if your daddy is around, you fucking that man, he should be a father figure to your motherfucking child. And if he's not, leave his ass where the fuck he's staying. Because you disrespecting yourself, you disrespecting your child. Fuck that nigga. Straight up. And you shouldn't have to force no man to take your son with him to go fishing. Or you shouldn't have to ask no man to do that. When a man know you got a child, whether the daddy is there or not, he's coming for you. So he's coming for y'all. It should be no question. It should be you not asking, oh, you gonna take my son with your son? Da-da-da-da. You gotta do all that. Bitch, leave. And women on the opposite end, he coming in with his kids or whatever. If he gotta ask you to, his daughter come over and her hair all over the place and you got a hairbrush and some rubber bands and he gotta ask you to do his fucking daughter's hair, nigga, leave. Cause this supposed to be, when you get together with someone, it's supposed to be y'all. Shout out to the homie, Netta. I love it. I love the shit that they got going on. May have been rocky at first, but that's how you incorporate family. Those ain't his kids, those ain't her kids, but I don't know what's going on with it now, but they incorporate it. He got kids, she got kids. Let's do this shit together. I'm raising your kid, you raising mine. We're parenting together because we love each other. That's how it's supposed to be. Anybody who don't step up to the plate, I'm not saying right or fucking way. Of course, you got to get to know them and everything once you introduce your kids and all that. But once y'all getting to know each other, okay. Your son like playing PlayStation, Xbox, man, let me teach him, let me put him up on game. Matter of fact, you sit down, it's all of us, it's a family thing. In the fuck? That should be killing me. I'm not talking about right away. You ain't supposed to be introducing your kids to nobody right away any fucking way. I learned that lesson. I had to learn that lesson. Like with my last ex, he didn't meet my son for a long time. And then when he finally met him, those two, they couldn't. It was oil and water. And at first I was like, all right, let me just see how this play out. It was just no. It was just a no. And sometimes it is going to be just a no. It is. Because when your kids see and they know how you're supposed to be treated. My son told me, he said, Mommy, he don't even treat you like a lady. You like flowers and shit. He's like, I remember that one time my ex brought me flowers. One time. And Christian walk out his room and Christian go, this nigga go, finally, he get the fucking point. Well, he didn't say fuck, he said, finally, man. And he gave him that. It was so funny. Christian, when my ex left, he was like, Mom, why did it take him so long to do that? I said, cause he know it's over. I said, man, trying to come back. He was like, does he know that's all it took for you? Your kids know. Your kids know you better. Christian, he's like, that's all it took for you. It's some flowers and maybe go drive to the beach and lick in some ice cream. That's all it took for you. And he said it took him that long to see it. I said, yeah, sometimes it takes people losing day to see something. He said, that's a shame. Then he looked at me and said, well, you want to go get some ice cream? And so we went to go get ice cream. But I like to share my stories with y'all, and I like to share parts of my life. I don't share everything. I'm still private, but because I know a lot of y'all going through the same. And I know a lot of you don't understand how to move on. I know a lot of us want to be in relationships. We want our kids to see us being loved. But remember, you want your kids to see you being loved the right way. The right way, man. And sometimes it takes time for that person to come. But love on your babies until they come. So when that right person come, they just fall in line with y'all. And they gonna sit there and play Uno with y'all. And do the crazy shit. Me and my son, we be doing fake mukbangs in the living room. It's gonna be somebody that come into our life to do the same shit and gonna just fall right in line. They're gonna be like, y'all crazy, but hey man, this cool as fuck. You gonna meet that person. But you gotta release all this toxic shit you holding on to. You gotta release that, oh, I gotta be superwoman for this man, but not super mom to my kids. Bitch. Release that. That should be pissing me off. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's another bit I had to shut my readings down. Because when I notice when I start getting personal feelings about certain things, I need to heal something within me. And so that's why I had to shut the readings down for a while, because that's something I need to heal within me. Not releasing the judgment, because we all had that. I had to release that. I got to release that judgment, because that shit is something near and dear to me and it pisses me off. And so I got to work on not being so judgmental in some circumstances. Okay? When I talk to y'all, it's a we thing. It's not just an I or me thing. It's a we thing. You're not the only person that has to work on shit. I got to work on my own shit too. And me, I got to release that judgment, because that shit it breaks my heart. Sometimes in these readings when y'all telling me shit, and in my mind, I'm like, bitch, I gotta step away from personal readings for a minute. I do. Because I can't give you a tool to heal if I'm judging you. You see what I'm saying? If I'm like pissed at you from what you're telling me, so I'm like, let me take a break from that. So that's another reason why too. I like to be transparent with y'all. But anyway, that's been y'all reading, or y'all word, y'all message, however you want to take it. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. And I'm going to holler at y'all another time. Bye.